All right, I may still have I don't see a picture up here yet. I don't know why. Right there's where the picture should be. It says it's streaming.
Cold over here.
I know. This room was cold. That's not
Did you already start recording?
good. Yes.
So there's a button that says start recording over there. And then stop. Last time it was blue. Yeah.
See, it's okay. We weren't recording, but we were streaming. I don't know why it's not showing. I mean, that's where it's supposed to show. It's this thing right here. It works when you go straight to the camera.
Well, that's probably this camera. Or,
No, I don't think so.
is the right camera turned on for this?
Well, that's what I'm. The only thing I see here is live cam sync, HPHD, and OBS.
How does someone access that YouTube?
That is.
Mm-hmm. I saw that. I'm not sure. I don't know how to watch a.
There it is. I switched between them and it did it.
Look at you.
Well, don't. All right. Do you need those copies now then? Or?
Yeah, if you will, just so I can. I don't mind reciting it to everyone, but it's just helpful when we're all doing the same thing.
Both sides.
Just the front, the one that has that checklist, please. I think 5 copies would be good. No class I've been in part of.
I could do it when I was in college.
Yeah, if you use it, that was
And how's he gonna hear anything?
more participant.
Maybe he needs to get him wear headphones.
But even then, is he going to respond during the lecture?
No. Maybe he'll test his responses.
Howdy.
Anyway,
I'm sorry.
I would say neighbor, but you're never home.
I'm never there. I mean, I sleep there.
Do you? No. I wasn't sure.
I make these in about an hour. They were just, they were part of our MHS grant, and we had to want us to have some flyers.
Okay. Yes, sir. All right, so Davey is in class, so he's not sure what he's expecting us to do, but Brad, here's one for you. We have a quorum, so I'm not. So we'll get started. We're good over there, Brad? Good?
Yeah, he's
As far as I know, we're live right now.
Well, I turned the thermostat down, hoping that would kick off.
I just turned it off.
Okay.
But again, the fan's gotta run to it.
So I'll go ahead and call us to order at 6:11 p.m. Attendance, Wayne, Gary, myself, and Mayor Vernon. Okay. I don't have a formal agenda for tonight. I know Brad has something he wants to share, and we can go around the room, but when it gets to me, we can talk about the master plan. I don't care in what order we start. Do you guys have a preference?
I can just run through some things. Some of this I'll go over the other Thursday night as well. But I've mentioned Black Friday, we have Rusty Blaine and Friends of Historic Vernon sponsoring. We want to try to get as many people and as tables sold as we can, so I want to make sure everybody knows that.
Anybody, any notion of how much, where are sales now?
Very well.
Very low.
Need to kick it in. I sent an email, I think, about the railroad bridge, boat ramp and maintenance they will take care of. I haven't heard any more since then, but I think I will.
You said dock, and I wondered what that meant.
No, I said ramp.
You said ramp?
Mhm.
Maybe it was Jeff that said dock. Somebody said dock, and I didn't know.
I thought
what
you said dock as well.
Yeah. And it's a ramp.
So that they're going to build a
Yes.
put in. Okay. That's
Yeah,
nice.
I thought I said ramp, but I could have.
I pictured like a wooden, like with a couple of pillars.
No, they think they can include it, especially when I told them how the fire department is.
Oh, good.
Pushing for it, and they said, oh yeah, that's easy to do.
So I don't know if you know this, but there's the short line tax credit out there that's only valid for a couple of years. And so all these mid to small size rail lines are doing a lot of infrastructure. That tax credit's pretty generous, so
That could be a good part of it.
I think that's part of the motivation there. But I'm happy to hear that. So do we get to specify that? Do they give a time frame, or is that kind of up in the air?
Yeah,
Okay.
a lot of that's still up in the air. That was just kind of the agreement I came to with them for the use of the property. That's the trade-off.
We'll get it right, and then
Oh, I will. Don't worry. The gym, I mentioned when we got here about the heaters and some of the issues, and I've had water running in the bathrooms because there's no heat. Things like that, but also Wayne worked here Friday on the game room, so that's coming together. We winterized back a couple of weeks ago when it first got cold, but it was cold enough that as we were getting ready to do one of the fountains, it froze up and burst. But they're cheap little plastic lines, and Omer's as part of their punch list.
Like a drinking fountain, like a water fountain?
so
Yeah,
that's
one of our new ones,
just down at the Commons.
the one at the Commons. We were almost ready to go over there, and all of a sudden water sprayed. But anyway, they're winterized. The Wi-Fi is at the Commons yet, but I haven't got the locks figured out. That's part of the trail project. It's getting finally wrapped up.
You said Wi-Fi is currently at the park?
Yes,
Okay.
but again, we're setting them up just for the locks, not for public use. And the swing sets over here, when we got back from vacation, I got a phone call about the same time we hit the driveway that the little girl, the swing set had broken, the little girl fell down, and they said she broke her foot, they were taking it to the ER. They've never called me back. But I repaired all of them and put new hardware up, because that's what happened. The eye hooks, the eye bolts from the swings doing this, they wore down to where one of them snapped and went right through. But I put in all new, but it's not going to last forever. I'd say it's something that needs to be done every.
Is that a wood frame swing?
Yeah, it's not the wood, it's the big eye bolts.
Right.
Metal.
There's some wooden eyebolts that you can put in that have the plastic that cover the chain so that doesn't happen.
And I don't know where to get those, because all I can do is go to Baumgart's on Saturday morning and read them all, but yes.
You
I
can get
know
them
what
at
you're
Lowe's,
talking about.
or order them from Lowe's.
Good, because that's what we need to do, because we need to do better than what's been done. It's all just common hardware is all.
I dare ask if the town be covered if there was an issue there.
That's why we pay insurance, I would assume so.
Yeah.
But I would like to get the ones with the plastic inserts eventually. I think that's most of it. Got a message from Seth Jones today, the county park director, curious about our 5-year plan and who worked on it. And I told him how we got it done. He kind of asked if he could hire Haley. I guess I can send her number to him and see if he wants to do another one from there. But he may have to wait till next summer when it's another program. Okay, that's the main things. I wanted to make sure you knew what was going on.
Thank you. You guys have anything?
No, we touched base on it a little bit, that Amber and I were, we had talked about funding for the socially connected communities grant. We did get that funding in, to move forward, so we have furniture ordered for the rec room, couches, chairs, tables, and then she and I are going to get together. As we get closer to those getting in, we'll get there's some funds in there for like board games and gaming stations, and also part of the other, as we wrapped up the NHS grant, there are e-gaming stations, and so the library is here because their e-gaming coordinator is going to set up those computers, set up the accounts that you need and things like that. So we hope to have that ready for use by January 1. And then that's really it. The reason I bring that up is I think that's a good opportunity for us to do some programming. And so we can get the wheels turning. I mean, it's already November. If we decided something, we probably want to have that squared away by December, so that way we can be ready to go in January. Part of, what you guys asked, what we wanted to do is like funding sources for different parts of our master plan. And I think now is when we have to really start getting into some of those things, because I think it's the opportunity for us to do programming. Programming here at this facility has to be in the winter and spring and fall because it's so hot in here. So not all the things, we can do some programming in the rooms, but I think we need to decide what sort of programs we want to offer. Like, I think it should be minimal cost, but something to pay for operations, but also for there to get a little bit of profit for a variety of things, whether it's even getting ready for the mowing season. The other thing in funding is I thought there's this opportunity for corporate sponsorship and advertising here, and I think this is the time to approach that, to get those done so we can have a advertising and sponsorship cycle as of January 1. So
Has that been brought up to the council? Do you know? Is that ever?
Sponsorship, we've talked about it, but it's not really formally. But it is something we need to.
Well, we want to do it in January. We gotta.
yeah. Do we have an idea of, I could ask some of the other community centers and to see what sort of advertisement fees that they charge and size of banners and things like that. We've got different levels, but not only maybe just banners that are hung up annually, but also sponsors for different programs that we're going to do. So we could have a weekly sponsor
you see that moving forward? Does someone need to present that to the council and they agree on it? And there's a vote, is that a motion, or is that?
The sponsorships?
Yeah.
Or is that just something in-house here?
I think that's a,
Is that a park board thing?
we want to keep the town informed, but I don't know that we, and maybe we just ask for their blessing once you have a better idea of what you're going to get and how much.
Do you have bandwidth to reach out to the city of North Vernon and ask about what they do for the parks?
Yeah, I can touch base with them and see what they do for the park, what they do for a season, and just kind of what kind of pricing. And I can also, I want to give some data. A friend of mine has Placer AI, but I think the EDC also has Placer AI, where we can get some demographic information on how many people visit here, and
You gotta have some phone service. Track that out, right?
yeah.
Goes
But we
out-
also have some data here a little bit on how many people are kind of in this facility during, just so far, just right now, like people coming in now for the regular things, our Wi-Fi is picking up on that.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Something else that Wayne mentioned when we talked about this Friday is when we do get to January 1st or sooner, we've already reserved the gym for town use on every Wednesday. And it's been that way now for a couple months or more, but we haven't used it yet. But when we start, we probably need a responsible supervisor, and we thought maybe a good way to do it is between the park board and the town board, maybe a few others, we rotate so that you would have it once, maybe every 8 weeks, or if we've got 12 people, once every 12 weeks. But I think that's the only smart way to do it.
I think it shares the wealth, shares the responsibility, and that's not overwhelming.
Yeah.
If during these winter months we have sort of a sign-up sheet for.
Because we talked about open gym. or-
What day did you say they were reserved for?
It's Wednesdays. So again, we need to make that part of kind of
Is
the
that through the
program.
winter, so November through March? Or?
It's, right now, it's every Wednesday for
We
the
just,
next,
we just haven't advertised it.
we just have, yeah, it's every Wednesday forever. Till we change. We're not letting anybody reserve it on Wednesdays. So, yeah, like I said,
Do we want to,
Amy.
I mean, I would be happy to take the first week or two in December if we wanted to start promoting that in December.
whenever you guys are ready, I mean,
And so that person would need to be here the whole day?
No,
I think,
it's evenings.
it's evenings, I advertised open gym hours 3 to 9, so it's like that after school till 9 o'clock. The first Wednesday of the month, we have book club here anyways, now, so we have a new book club. Yeah, first Wednesday of the month. I think we're like 5 to 6, we kind of wrapped up in less than an hour, so I'll be here that first Wednesday anyways. Be happy to do the first couple, until we get our sign-up sheet ready.
We just need to get people coming here, and I think the people knew it was open gym. I had a guy call me like yesterday when the birthday party was ending, that wanted to come use the gym because it's open. And I said, well, I'm sorry, it's coming over to lock it up.
Yeah.
But if people like that know it's on Wednesdays, they'll,
So at this point, what's available to somebody that comes in during open gym? Just a basketball court? The library's closed, right?
right,
This room's closed.
right. But the game
The
room,
advantage is like, people come in and walk laps around the court.
right, we're not gonna give them full court basketball. It can be half court basketball, the other half,
Whatever.
whatever.
And I
But
think
also
pick up
game
on that,
room.
if someone's like got pick up basketball, that's fine, but they're gonna only get half the court, so other people. And I think that's a common thing, is that people say like, is there any open gym hours for, like, it's an indoor playground for locals or kids or whatever. So I think we'll get a variety of people in during that time.
I mean, if the interest is basketball, we could have 2 half courts,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't turn it into one.
Do we have like a partition or something, even a net? Because you know the one using the court.
I think we just tell them, I should just tell them.
Yeah.
I've seen people do it. But I'm anxious whenever you guys are.
I want to reverse real quick. The game room, which room is that here?
The farthest, not opposite mirror image of the library.
Okay. It's got some tables set up in rows right now?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. And would that be open once that's all up and running January 1?
So yeah, that's what I would think would be open on Wednesdays, the e-gaming stations, the console gaming stations. We thought like as promoting it as like family game night.
Well, we're gonna have a big TV that we can bring out on the stage and do something out there. They mentioned getting, some kids' toys back in here, because they used to have, like, some smaller, for smaller kids. And all that stuff's gone now, but there's no reason we couldn't again give parents a place to put their kids to have something.
Goodness, I will donate to that.
Yeah, I mean, anything you have that's labeled Fisher Price is probably what we've got in mind. But right now, like I said, we used to have, they tell me we used to have a lot of children's things, but they don't now.
Do you charge a fee, not on the open gym part, but do you charge a fee for the joining the gaming leagues or whatever that looks like? Is that what you're thinking about?
That's what I was thinking, like if, there were a couple of e-gaming leagues that I thought, and something minimal, something.
You mentioned revenue, I didn't know if you expected to break even or what that, I don't even know what that cost would be.
Yeah, I don't think there's zero cost, but when people add a financial stake in it, then they're more likely to show up and make sure they have
Participate.
yeah, versus just, oh, I signed up and then I didn't pay, there's debt costs and things, so I don't have to go. But if you're trying to run like an e-gaming league or something like that, I think then having some sort of stake in it.
Okay. Anything else?
But I don't know.
Okay, so we talk about the master plan. So just a reminder, November 15th, which is,
Saturday.
yeah,
Saturday.
I thought it was the end of the week. That is when our rough draft is due. Saturday, right?
Oh, it's Saturday.
It's Saturday.
Sorry.
If we want to be considered for a certain group of grants, we have to have a rough draft in this Saturday. And then the final, so we would submit, I was reading through this material this afternoon. We submit the rough draft, we'll get feedback from DNR, then we'll need to have a public hearing, talk about the plan, and then we'll wrap all of that feedback into a final draft that will be submitted on April 15th. So that gives us roughly 6 months from the rough draft to the complete draft. But in front of you is a list of things that have to be included in that rough draft. I went through Haley's draft, and I think we're pretty much there as far as the sections that have to be 100% completed. I've been marking up for just style and phrasing, edits, things like that. Nothing really nothing substantive, but just some, I wouldn't even call them typos, just things that I think would flow a little better. But I think otherwise we're pretty much there. Brad supplied a map. We have the park board ordinance. The only thing remaining, and it's not even on here. Where's the action plan? I don't even see it on there. That's the one thing remaining where we prioritized everything our last meeting. And then Brad put amounts next to them. We need to arrange them in our order.
Yeah.
Um,
Sort it out however you want.
But other than that, Wayne, these are funding sources you came up with?
Yeah, it's really, like, we'd already taken advantage of the Creating Places, which is a grant opportunity that's collaborated between Indiana Housing and Community Development Authority and Patronus City. Patronus is more just a platform that they use. It's for projects up to $100,000, and they do a $50,000 matching grant. They'd like for you to open up your campaign for 30 to 45 days. People are donating. You set a budget. It's basically you create like a page, with typically a video talking about the project, your goals, how you impact your community, and then you go live and people can donate straight through the platform. And if you don't hit your goal, so if your goal is to raise, $80,000, and if it's an $80,000 project, your goal is to raise 40. If you get 30, they don't match they match it if you hit your goal. So,
So we'll just establish a low goal.
It was also very easy to do. That's how we funded this bathroom connected to the soccer facility. That was a $48,000 project. We raised $24,000. They matched $24,000. And reporting the project, I had to submit 3 photos of the facility afterwards, and that was it.
They're pretty convincing.
Yes, I mean, they, inside, interior, so I think I sent them 5 photos, a couple of external pictures and internal pictures, and that was it. She said, okay, thanks. And that was, when it comes to grant writing, grant reporting, grant coordinating, it can be so time consuming and exhausting, but this was a very simple grant to utilize. So that's what I think if we have, we don't have to say we're going to do the whole park, but I looked at other projects on the creating places. If you look at creating, the IN is capitalized because it's like in Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
People are using this for, we're trying to bring a pickleball court to our park. That's one of them. We're trying to do a, this at this spot or this at another. So I think people use it for different parts of their park. So yes, we might do a pickleball court and we could use this program for that. And then we could turn around and after that the project's done, use it for another part of the project. We don't have to try and do it all at once. So that was the first one. The other one, like we already touched on, is local businesses. I'm a small business owner. I get it. People want to sponsor. People ask for sponsorships all day, every day. But I think other local business owners that I know like to see something that's, more hands-on, not just someone, something that their name went on a T-shirt. They like to see a project that is long-lasting, that's tangible, and see, used. So that's either in-kind, goodwill donations, or asking them for advertisement opportunity at those parks, or here, or wherever. This goes along with more the patronicity side, residential donations. I think our donations on that side of the patronicity campaign, because it was connected to the soccer facility, we had a target audience that we were trying to connect to. And I think with the soccer club, we had roughly $5,000 to $7,000 donated through parents to the club. And then Jennings County High School soccer alumni also donated another $2,500. And being a soccer alum myself, I matched that $1 for dollar. And so just in targeting certain people who we knew would benefit that project, we had $10,000 to $12,000 just right there. But I think getting local residents involved and educating them on what the business is going to look like and how it can be used and how it improves the town. We may not be collecting buku dollars, but I think that's definitely a source.
Yeah, we hope so.
I think also if we have a good plan, we town, when we're doing some of these projects. I think for the Patrioticity project that we've already done, they gave $2,500 towards that.
They were involved in the trail too, weren't they?
Yes, they did $5,000
Yes, they did
towards the
$5,000.
trail. And then programming, like I said, we're doing certain programming, whether it's expanding on, we do the spring tonic race, maybe we do want a different race in the fall, maybe we want to do our own version of a polar plunge, maybe there's other things we can do, I think, to raise money. And then other grants, I don't know what other grants are out there right now, just the Indiana Housing Community Development Authority was just a grant that I used. It was really easy and it's still out there and funded.
Well, I think main thing is you gotta get all this in writing, in your plan.
Yes. Well, I can incorporate this pretty easily.
Okay.
Like I said, I think the core of what we need to have done by Saturday is there. Might just need a little polishing. And they said, even if you gotta have this minimum done, but any other additional information, sections that are, even roughly done, please include those. That gives them a bigger picture of what we're
That's why I
trying to
said, like, a list of all these things you just named.
Well,
Yeah, here it is.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah, sorry about this. And then
No,
I can just email this to you. So,
I would recommend you send this in on Friday, though.
yeah, not on Saturday. I agree.
Okay. No,
But with that in mind, I was hoping to give you everything in a bundle. You mentioned packaging it.
I can help
You can kind of
pull all that together
put it in a
with the
single
sections she'd already established and things, yes. Because that way it's, yeah.
One thing I'm just skipping around from just one thing to think.
Sure.
We had talked about email addresses last time, and it was discussed that the town itself had exceeded the number of email addresses.
And we haven't got back to that.
Okay. They want okay. How quick could that happen?
no,
Yeah, not that quick right now. I mean, we're all kind of.
All right, I'll see if we have to have email addresses.
Yeah, I think that
That's just
should
one
be
more
some,
thing. That's one thing we have not figured out here.
I understand.
And again, it's not explicit on this list, although I don't know if it fits within the park board department info.
I think there'll be things like that that just have to be,
and
I mean, for now, put park at townofvernon.in.gov. Because that is a valid address still. in Vernon.
Okay.
I think, yeah,
Just do that.
Yeah.
Just do that.
that'd be like something I'd bring up to the board, though, like mayor at Town of Vernon or.
Right, you mentioned
or
that.
one at
But
Town
yeah,
of
we just
Vernon,
haven't
or
got
two.
it. I mean, we haven't circled back.
That's iron.gov. It's
Yeah,
town of Vernon.
Vernon.in.gov.
Okay, that's all I need really. That's perfect.
Yeah, just do that.
So we have the sourcing, we have our core sections. Did you send the ADA compliant?
Yes.
Okay, so we have a map, we have the compliance, we have the origination ordinance. I think we just had left for us to pick out any visual, pictures and that aesthetic type thing.
Mhm.
Is anyone having strong opinions about that, or is what Haley had originally, does that work, or?
Yeah, she had several pictures in there, so.
That was what I was going to be able to keep. Is she had her sections for the picture.
And those are fine with you guys?
If you want more, but if not, that's fine.
Okay. Well, I think we're in good shape, actually. And
Okay.
I like that we can send this off. They're going to scrutinize it, give us constructive feedback, and then we can incorporate that. And we've got 6 months to come up with the final draft by April. So I think we're in good shape,
Okay.
unless I'm missing something.
All right, I'll be glad to help. When do you give me the Word document, I guess?
How about close of business tomorrow?
That'd be fine.
That'll give you a couple days to.
I need a little, yes, I've got busy this week, so. Okay. Do you know who it goes to?
Yes, his name is escaping me, but I know exactly who it goes to. It goes
Okay,
to-
well, you can give me that. Because what I was gonna suggest is I'll set it Friday under my account from the town, and that way it will be on one of the town. Is that okay?
Yeah, I'm,
And then copy you guys.
I'm not doing it. It's one of
Okay.
it.
Because, yeah, unfortunately, we just don't, I mean, not only do we not have too many emails, that's we don't have too many people associated with too many.
It's Belfast.
That's not how it is last game.
Yeah, I saw it.
So I'll let you know if I Williams.
It's Greg Belfast is the DNR
Okay,
contact,
well, you can,
but it's right here.
okay, or just copy and paste it from
There
there.
you go.
But, like I said, that way, if I get it formatted and packaged, I can just give them a link and
Do you guys want to look through my kind of phrasing tweaks, or do you care? I mean, do you want to give one last read before I send it to Brad, or what are your thoughts there?
Trust me.
Okay, I figured you might.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, happy birthday.
Yeah. Although I felt like I was working most of the birthday itself, but that's just being an adult, I think. But anyway. Okay, well, I think we're in good shape, and like I said, I'll put everything together, and you can, will we get a chance to just browse through it real quick after you?
I'll do my, yes.
Okay.
I mean, the more time I have, the more time I'll have to do that, but I think, I mean, it's gonna look a lot like what Haley already
Sure.
gave you, it's just that it'll be spread out a little bit.
With a little extra content.
Type size will be a little bigger than that, and, you know, and I'll throw in a few of these other items that, you know.
Yeah, and you included the asset inventory as an appendix? right?
Yeah, I thought might as well, I mean, we're starting from scratch, but we already have improvements,
Yeah,
which is a little different. That might be something we wanna make sure that it's understood in the plan.
well, and there's a section that goes through and describes each property and improvements,
Okay, then it should probably be.
so I think we're good there. The only other thing, there was a question we had last time that I didn't have an answer for today, and it was the socioeconomic factors. Specifically regarding kindergarten and 12th grade enrollment was 65%. And we wondered, what does it mean?
So asking me?
I'm just
I
asking,
noticed we just brought it up that like
the ratio.
65% of our residents are not school age.
But also, I'm hoping our school age kids have higher enrollment than that too.
Yes.
There's a problem if it's only 65%, so I don't know where Haley got that information. I guess I could email her. She'd probably respond.
A lot of this is, I mean, publicly available already, but I don't know what sources she, well, I thought she listed some of her sources. Census information and things like that is all easy to get to, and I'm sure
The
that's,
city of North Vernon is beating us. Their K-12 enrollment is 80%. So that can't be total population. Maybe I'll double check her sources, but
that might be.
maybe we can just eliminate that. I don't know if that's in. Put that on the notes to look at.
Yeah, a lot of that I know they ask for, but it's commonly available information.
All right. I think we're in good shape. And again, we'll have 6 months to polish this up. So
Yes.
I thought we were going to take all that time. And then after we get after DNR approves, then we have to get a board resolution to adopt the plan. So
One thing I want to do is after we send this Friday, is make sure all town gets a chance to look at it. Who else? I mean, who else is Amber, John, or Joe? I just want them to know it's in process. I don't think they do the board resolution until April.
Yeah, I'd probably, I agree.
Yeah, I just want to make sure they see it and get any input they have as we go.
Okay, that's all I have.
Great, well,
Does anybody have any other business to come before the Vernon Park Board?
We have the facility, the gym here reserved for a certain night. If we wanted to do anything like a Christmas, town Christmas event.
oh, that was, yes.
We've had it reserved for over a year. Like if we always put up a Christmas tree, like down at the Art and History Park. But it's tiny, it gets blown over.
It does. It's always falling over.
It's always on the ground. So until then, we had discussed last year about simply doing a town tree here. And just having like, some snacks here on that particular night. Do we want to take a
Sounds
look on
nice.
that?
What night is it reserved for?
Actually, yeah, it is reserved for here. It is somehow set up,
Mary set it up.
it's set up in such a way that it actually could cover the whole town if you decided to do it outside this. But it does call out the gym and stage, so yes, it's December the 5th, set up for all day.
Yeah. Is that a Friday?
Mhm.
Friday, December 5th.
Because that's what we've done in the past, is just had got a tree, asked the community to decorate. Jeff's done like hot chocolate and things like that. So we thought
That
we'd
sounds fun.
do a tree here.
I need to prepare one of those.
The other thing is I've just been visiting, I've just been traveling a lot, and in North Carolina, my friends moved into a neighborhood where they have a neighborhood decorating contest, and it's free to everyone.
This is totally you.
But it's free to everyone, but then maybe we could ask Los Alamos and maybe First and Last for a small gift certificate if they would do something, and then we promote like, hey, your property has to be decorated by this date, or this could be the date, and then on Saturday we have residents like go through and vote and then win that prize. I just thought it was a really cool idea and incentive for people to decorate their house, or yards and houses for the holidays. And then I thought that would be a good time to do that, had we decorated by the 5th, or it doesn't have to be. I wanted to throw that out. We're getting really close, and since we only meet once a month,
Yeah.
Jason said they used to do that, and that's why he always decorated for Christmas when he lived down in Vernon. They used to do the whole decorating thing, and then they would like put it in the paper of who won the picture.
yeah, things like that.
I just want to throw out a disclaimer. 12/5 is our expecting day, so
You might be
I
busy?
will probably not be around.
Probably.
But I think
Well-
you guys should do it.
I think doing it in here makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
You could put the tree, since no one uses that beautiful front door window, you could put it right there. It's a spot.
Mhm.
Be nice to see you on the way by.
Hey,
I'm not stayed that day,
we
but
put a lot of foam and strips into that door to get
It's
it
a
closed.
drafty.
Oh my God.
That sounds fun.
Well, is anybody gonna come to the meeting Thursday from the park board?
Thursday.
Thursday.
Did you say what? I don't know.
I'm not. I have another meeting that
I
day.
don't have anything if you need it.
Well, I'm just asking, because if not, I'll report on your behalf on some of these things and bring up some of this. That's what I'm asking.
I have a part for that, unfortunately.
Okay, well, I'll take care of it, that's why I'm asking before, so I know to put it on
I'll
my,
come that day because I just closed out the MHS grant officially and got the email today. I'd like to report some of the data on usage
Okay.
of internet here.
well, I've got the notes from what we've gone through, because I want to get them up to speed on everything else as well, but yes, why don't you be there that day?
Yeah, is it 6:30?
Be But yeah, especially some of the things like we're talking about on Wednesdays and all that. we need to get-
Yeah. Are you guys cool if we start that on December? Just go live December 1, and I'm still connected to our social media accounts, so I can put it out there. And
You haven't met the people that bought the house down Pike Street, at Pike and Ripley, I don't think yet, but they were real enthused when we were telling them about that, because they talked about pickleball. And we could do pickleball on the other half of the court, the basketball. And all we need is a little, they make nets and stands.
they're like $89 for the,
And that might be another thing if we can start getting people doing that.
yeah.
We'll be there,
Yeah, even if it's just, people walking, yeah. I mean, I think just getting you've done a great job putting that board out there, but if we did like a monthly calendar of things here, because in the winter, Jeff does walk with a dock here.
Yes, that's good.
So that happens here.
Yeah.
It's just a variety of things, I'm just not sure we promote it really well.
That's for the social media.
Now with the
Well,
library-
but also, look, I mean, if you haven't gone to the town, or not the town, the library calendar, the reservation calendar for this place, all of that is in here.
Yeah.
And it's more than a monthly calendar, it takes you out for the next year, everything that's going on. Try to get people to use that, be able to see it, and that was all that's going on. And we've listed all the other things the town does as well.
People are
Car
just-
show.
People use Facebook so heavily around here, I can't help but think that would.
Oh, I understand. It's hard to put all this kind of, every little reservation.
Well, no, not every little thing, but if there's something we want to push specifically.
Yes, I agree.
A little,
But I don't do Facebook and somebody else's.
we'll went to social media.
Our event for Halloween was a success again in numbers of kids. However, I think to keep that ball rolling, we need either more residents or businesses to get, because we probably had, last year I thought we had 10, 12 people giving out candy, and this year we're like 7 or 8. So, I think we just had we had a couple hundred people there, and they love it. But I think we can grow that event by really, I don't want to steal companies from Sweet Street, but I think we got a couple companies here that do business, and getting them here, getting more residents out, I think is, to just grow that event.
Sure.
And even if we had, like, doesn't have to be a festival, but I think having food trucks or something in town that night. I mean, we had several hundred people on the square.
Well, we have a draw that nobody else has, and that's what the toilet.
Can we get a door?
In the courthouse.
How hard is it to get a door?
It's not hard, but it's.
We've talked about that.
It's not hard, but you have to know. It's just, the paperwork's pretty simple, but it's also very detailed. And so.
And I don't know that help you on something like this.
If people come out for a hard cider or something.
I think the DORA is something that needs to be a permanent thing, not a weekend DORA. I think the DORA is something that could be a permanent thing.
I don't know, do they work like that? Can you get a?
Yes.
Well, the square, I think, is a great place for all kinds of festivals. I just know that a lot of localities look to that to help incentivize people to come out.
I think where there's a complication though is doing the DORA, and the margins of the DORA are fine for us as a town, but the county owns so much property in the town. It's like if they wanted, the DORA you would think would be to extend certain spots, like, well, the county owns that parking lot. The county owns the courthouse, so does the DORA just be on the So the town is, there's just some question
There's
marks.
specifics, yeah.
And there would be some pushback.
Are they outside the door if
Who
they
do you think would be opposed to that?
Oh,
Residents?
yes.
Yeah. On a personal conviction basis, or just they don't want a bunch of people down?
I think historically you would have, yes, I think New Vernon now, no. I think you get a little pushback, I think you get a little pushback from our older residents, but
Yeah.
the people that I think would greatly oppose it are out in New now. That's my opinion, but I just, let me try this 30 years ago, and I'm not.
Right.
Well, sounds like a down the road thing, but I just know a lot of folks like to include that type of thing.
Sure.
It brings folks out, you can attract different, like you talk about food trucks. That's where they make all their money.
There are hundreds of people here for that event, so.
I missed it.
Our biggest issue is parking. And one way to solve that is shuttles. But it's like gonna be our biggest issue as these things we talk
You can all park down at the bottom of the commons. It's not fun.
Not, I mean, we're going to go through a 5-year plan. Has it ever been considered to be our history park to get parking lot?
No way. Why would you do that?
I mean,
Because we don't have parking, and it's
it'd be a good parking lot.
it would be a good parking lot.
Wouldn't hold as many cars as you think. It's
Probably.
What's wrong with using the county parking lot? They're not using it during the evenings. They're not even
No,
using it
no,
during the
yeah,
day.
it's not that big of a lot though, if you.
It's really,
It's not really a lot.
It's all.
I think more first and last people park over there.
Did we get any more headway on them resurfacing that? They wanted to make sure that.
I've not heard back from them. And now plants are closed now, I'm sure.
It's cold. What do you do with those benches? You leave them there, parking lots out? Yeah, think about this.
Commons.
No, come on.
Really close to it right
Okay.
We're on the YouTubes. All right.
All right, yes.
Anything else
over there. Make a motion.
to adjourn? I'll second that. All those in favor?
Yeah.
We are adjourned as of 6:59.
Brad,
I have to go light at Blaine's house with all my Christmas lights.
I told